At least 95% of the plastics in waterways are essentially coming from suburban streets and entering the bay via stormwater drains, rivers and creeks. Microplastics can easily be swallowed by wildlife, including 1,300 native species living in and around waterways.
So these outfalls, even though they're drains coming out into the bay, are important habitat for a whole range of species. So they attract the ducks and small schools of fish, as we've just seen. And they're here because there's nutrient and other food supplies that are generated from land and coming into the marine system. And the problem is, though, that if there's any filaments of plastic mixed in amongst that, then they're going to also be taking in that stuff that they're simply not adjusted to.
We know lots about plastics. We know about plastic in the ocean and the damage it can do to the marine environment. But we don't know that much about where this plastic is coming from.
Having the Scouts and their organisational ability and discipline to actually conduct rigorous surveys over 2 years has just been a fantastic thing. The Street2Bay project has been a fantastic collaboration between Port Phillip Eco Centre and Scouts Victoria over the last 2 years, but it had its roots in an earlier project conducted by Brighton Sea Scouts at Holloway Bend in around about 2016, where they conducted regular surveys on the beach there for microplastics over quite a period and documented it really well.
Before the project started, environment nights were held to highlight the problems of plastics and recruiting Scout members to join the fight against plastics. Litter audit training sessions were run for 26 Scout groups from Sunbury to Geelong to the Dandenongs and Red Hill in systematic litter audit procedures. An event badge was designed for youth who participated in the Street2Bay. Participating Scout groups aged between 11 and 26 years undertook street audits every 3 months. Street2Bay has completed 546 audits across 127 street audit sites, covering 6 different street uses: retail, industrial, residential, parks, sports fields, public buildings, focusing on 3 main zones: footpaths, grass and mulch areas, and gutters. More than 500 Scout members and leaders have been involved in the project, accumulating more than 3,300 hours of litter auditing. Within 24 months, the team has collected close to 54,000 pieces of litter, with 74% of them being plastics and microplastics, and 37% of them being cigarette butts, comprising a number of 20,000 butts. This data has been categorised and entered into the Street2Bay database to provide information for improving litter management strategies. Representatives from local councils, including councillors and mayors, have attended Street2Bay audits. The project has also been presented to federal, state and local government, including representatives from EPA and Melbourne Water, driving much needed policy changes.
It's changed the way I just look at the environment and how us as humans have really impacted it more than we expect, as we don't see these tiny plastics, but doing this program we've really realised that everything makes a difference, everything impacts the environment if we don't take the right precautions to protect it.